Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bethel High School for tonight's matchup between the Bethel Bees and the Milton-Union Bulldogs. This is Brett Barnes along with the coach Andy Grudich and Scott Seaman, ready to bring you play-by-play action in audio format tonight. Our technical support of Tom Beck and the WMPA team are in place to see if the Bulldogs can continue their winning ways as they progress toward next week's potential conference championship game versus Northridge. Last night, Northridge held serve, winning against Troy Christian in a Thursday night contest 28-14. The Bulldogs have some business to take care of tonight against Bethel. Coach, can you bring us up to speed on the Bees?
Absolutely. Thanks, Brett. Tonight's match for Milton is them facing a Bethel team with a chance to be a spoiler to what is looking to be a great season for the Bulldogs. Bethel has only one victory this season, a 21-17 victory over Lehman Catholic 2 weeks ago. Last week, they lost to Milton's next opponent, Northridge, by a score of 21-0. The defense has given up 229 points on the season, with opponents averaging over 32 points per game. The Bethel defense played well against an explosive Polar Bear team, holding them scoreless in the first quarter and only giving up one touchdown per quarter after. Unfortunately, the Bees' offense could not move the ball. Having only scored 79 points in their 7 games so far, Bethel's offense is only averaging 11 points per game. In fact, in 3 of the 7 games, the offense has been held scoreless. With only 31 players and 6 seniors, the Bees lack depth and experience and will need the breaks to go their way tonight for them to have any chance at an upset. Scott, what does Coach Pierce have to say about the opponent tonight?
Well, every week we review the starting lineup for Milton on both offense and defense. Coach Pierce stated this afternoon that one of the primary reasons for their continued success this year was the fact that the lineups have hardly changed week in and week out. He's pleased with his team's progress so far and stated, 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time, we will continue to do what we do and focus on improvement each week. As for Bethel, Coach said their defensive lineup is similar to Milton's, a 50 or 5-man front and 2 middle linebackers. He stated that they will blitz almost on every play, and Milton has some plans with their cadence tonight to possibly get a read on which linebacker is blitzing on any given play. On offense, Bethel will line up in a spread offense similar to Milton, or just the opposite, lining up in an unbalanced line and trying to gain a numbers advantage at the point of attack and run right at you. Coach Pierce stated their quarterback is their best player with over 530 yards rushing on the season. We'll look for William Redinger to carry the load tonight for the Bees. They like to run trick plays, like a halfback pass or reverse, so it should be fun to watch tonight. Coach Pierce has some tricks up his sleeve as well. We can be on the lookout for a double reverse pass from the Bulldogs to keep it interesting. Andy, can you run down the starters for tonight's game?
Absolutely. So we'll start with Bethel's defense, because I believe Milton will be receiving the ball tonight. As you said, number 2, Will Reitinger is their quarterback and their best player. He's also on defense. Number 8, Jason Bowen. Number 11, Remy Brannon. Number 12, Nico Golden. Number 18, Zach Goodman. 21, Christian Bennett. 22, Dallas Simon. 24, Julian Peasant. 54, Nick Kane. 62, Eli Courier. And 77, Zeth Bailey. And for the Bulldogs on offense, of course, we have center Trevor Brazina, right guard Nick Walters, right tackle Jesse Kurtz, left guard Jake Brown, left tackle Ethan Lane, tight end Connor Yates, quarterback Nate Mortar, wide receiver Cooper Brown, wide receiver Blake Broomball, and then running the ball Michael Elam, and hopefully Blake Newmeyer back from his ankle injury.
Well, Milton-Union did win the toss, and they elected to receive tonight instead of defer, so they'll get the football first, barring any unforeseen onside pooch kicks, which have come into play the last 2 weeks. One recovered by the opponent, and then last week recovered by Milton. So opponents are starting to pull out all the stops and try to figure out some ways to get extra possessions against Milton-Union, as they have a very high-powered offense and have really stuck it into gear here the last few weeks.
I think be interesting to see if they actually kick the broom ball. And if I was a betting man, I would say they will not kick the broom ball. But we shall see. Big thanks to Bethel for finding room for us. We're up in the crow's nest here tonight at Bethel Stadium. We have the highest vantage point of anybody. So thanks to them, and thanks to Tom Beck, of course, for lugging the equipment up 3 flights of stairs and getting everything set up for us. So we're happy to be here tonight.
So Jace Halk is going to put it in play from the 40 left hash on your screen, moving left to right, as the Bees get ready to kick here and start off the festivities on what has turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous Friday evening for football.
And I believe Houck is one of the leading scorers on the soccer team for Bethel, so they also have a soccer player kicking for them. Once again, some of that more hard-hitting kicking analysis that everyone's looking for.
We're going to get that every week from you, Coach.
That's right. That's right.
Jace Houck approaches the football and then backs off, and Milton was ready for it as they were in a bunch formation. And now they spread to cover the entire 40-yard line. And Houck backs to his 30 and approaches the football. He's a left-footed kicker, and he puts it into play. It's a line drive. It hits about the 12, and Broomball's going to pick it up at the 9. He fumbles the football, picks it up at the 15, goes to the 20, and he cuts it up 25-30, 35-40. He's got a man to beat, and Houck made the play. But, again, we have great field position as Blake ran all the way to the 47-yard line, and Milton will start their 1st and 10 in their own territory.
Looks like we might have an injured Bee there. Slowly limping off the field.
It looks like it's number 80, Eli Stratton, 6-foot junior, 165.
Hate to see that on the first play of the game.
And he is struggling to get off the field.
If he took a helmet to the quad, or
so number 8, Broomball, with a 37-yard return. He picked it up about the 10. He fumbled it at the 15, picked it up, and then almost broke it. Bulldogs set with Cooper Brown split left, Cooper Brown split right, Broomball left. Snap to Mortar in the shotgun, and he hands it to number 38, who moves up to the 47-yard line. A gain of about 5.
Good carry by Elam.
Michael Elam.
Looks like we got Newmeyer's in the backfield. See how that ankle holds up today.
Make it a gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4. And again, just a 2 wide receiver set. Elam to the left. In motion is Newmeyer. He takes the handoff and he slips and falls after a gain of, let's say, 3 yards to the 44-yard line. And that's the first time I saw the field actually not hold up. There was a big-time rain about an hour and a half before the game. But the Bulldogs sit at 3rd and 1 from the 44. Cooper Brown split wide right toward the sideline. Broomball split left. Connor Yates tight end. Shotgun formation. Hard count. The Bees do not jump. Mortar takes the snap, hands to Elam. He cuts it up, and 40, 35-30, 25-20. He's untouched. 5, touchdown, Milton-Union. And Michael broke it through. Great blocking up front.
Absolutely excellent blocking up front. Nobody touched him.
That's a 44-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs strike first.
Great blocking up front. Good explosion through the hole, and I don't know if anybody laid a glove on Elam.
So it's interesting to watch on the field tonight. The coach said that he would change the offensive cadence and see if he could locate where that linebacker was going to blitz. That last time the right side blitzed, we ran right inside it and snapped a 42-yard touchdown run.
So Grudich on to add the extra point. Snap good, ball's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Mason's added a point. It's 7-0. Milton, 10:26 left here, first quarter. That was the first possession of the football game, and the Bees will get the football next.
And as Scott had mentioned earlier, we haven't gotten off to the best of starts the last couple of weeks, so it's kind of nice to.
That's the first time in 3 weeks we've had a first possession touchdown drive. Great return by Broomball after just a little stumble there with the fumble, but a 37-yard return and 3 rushing plays, 3 plays, 52 yards, and a TD. Guys, I missed the second ball carrier. Was that Newmeyer?
It was Newmeyer.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I had my stats rolled up correctly.
Yep, Newmeyer in motion for 3 yards. He slipped. It probably would have been more.
Right. Looks like it might be a little soft in the middle of the field.
Well, the MU kickoff team is taking their position here, and Grudich will put the ball in play from the 40 right to left on your screen. And he's got the football centered.
I think I need to tell him to start squeezing the ball from the tips. I always see the pro guys do that. I'm not sure what it does, but I always see them do that.
Yeah,
so.
they do that.
Well, field position has been one of the stronger points for the Bulldogs on both sides of the ball, and a lot of it's to do with Grudich and his kicking, pinning their opponents back with a long field to have to travel 80 yards to move the ball. See if he can do it again.
Ball's in play, a good kick. It's going to go to Jason Bowen at the 2. He fumbles it, and he picks it up. He moves to his left, 5-10. He's in trouble, and he is brought down at the 8-yard line. Great coverage by the Bulldogs.
Nice.
That's number 32, Jordan Foose on the play.
Nice open field tackle by Foose. Nice kick by Mason. Got a lot of air under that.
That's a great point. That air let his coverage get down there and pin those guys back on the 8-yard line.
Just about got it in the end zone. Probably caught that on the 2.
So Bethel will be led by quarterback Will Rettinger, number 2. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
It's Reitinger.
Reitinger. Thank you, Coach.
There you go.
Senior, 6'2", 175, and I'm sure I'll mess that up a few times tonight.
That's
so
right.
just keep,
I
doing what you got to do.
I know his mom and dad. So
Reitinger. That helps.
Yeah.
Right behind
Okay.
Reitinger is Brandon, number 11, in a power set. Motion. Brandon's got it. Turns it up. He's hit twice, 3 times, breaks a tackle, and he falls forward for a good run.
Good strong run.
Gain of 6. Remy Brandon, number 11, freshman, 6', 200.
Well, that was a great run. They lined up in that unbalanced offensive line formation. We made a slight adjustment, shift to the left, but that was just a very strong run at the point of attack for those 6 yards. He drug Bulldog defenders 3 of those 6.
So 2nd and 4 from the 14-yard line. Bethel in the all green with the black stripes up and down their pants, and Milton in the traditional white with the red pants. Snap, and it's handed and immediately tackled. That's a no gain. And that looked like number 21, Christian Bennett, another freshman, 5'6", 155 with the carry. And the tackle was by the Lane train, number 73, Ethan Lane.
It's going to be tough for those linemen to push our line around. We definitely got size on these guys tonight.
So after a positive run on 1st down, they lose 1, and it's 3rd down and 5 from the 13. Reitinger is in shotgun. 3 trips to the right. Motion, option, pitch to number 32, and he is hit immediately by Cooper Brown and drove out of bounds. And that was number 32. I don't have that number for the Bees. Maybe you can help me, Coach. I'm not sure. Maybe it was 22. I apologize. Dallas Simon. I think it was 22. And the hit was by Cooper Brown, and the Bees will have to punt.
Nice open field tackle by Cooper.
So Remy Brandon will be back to kick, and he stands at his 2.
And again, are they going to kick the broom ball?
And Blake is at the 44. The Bees have a person run on late, number 12. And now he's in position. Snap is good. Brandon kicks, and it's toward the sideline.
They are not kicking the broom ball.
And it is going to be out of bounds, and we'll see where the officials mark it. But Milton-Union is going to have fantastic field position, probably around the 35-yard line. The officials are still working their way back, and 35-yard line. 1st and 10, MU.
Well, that answered that question. They're not punting to Blake.
Another short field, 3 and out for the Bulldog defense, and they turn the ball over to their offense on their opponent's 35.
Cooper Brown split left. Matt Pickrell right. Elam to the right of Mortar, shotgun. Mortar's got it. He drops to pass. It's a one-on-one ball, and it's out to Broomball, and the pass is incomplete, but flags fly.
Face guarding.
And we've got a penalty on number 12, Nico Golden.
Never looked back for the ball. He just jumped both arms up and never looked back at the ball.
And so the penalty will be pass interference.
It looks like we've got Charlie Brown's sister, or Charlie Brown's teacher, excuse me.
Well, for those of you maybe you could hear it better on the stream, but that was the official announcing he's got a microphone tonight, so that's interesting. Don't see that much at high school level.
Yep.
A different formation this time for the Bulldogs. Again, Broomball split right, Pickerel left, but Newmeyer to the left and Elam to the right. Handoff to Elam. He stumbles and he falls forward, and he gains just about 6 yards to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, if he
Make it the 16-yard line.
If he didn't slip there, that might have been a touchdown.
And so his knee went down a little bit early. 2nd down 4, left hash mark, 16-yard line. Clock running, 7:22 and counting here, first quarter. If you're just joining us, Milton-Union 7 and Bethel nothing. Broomball right, Brown left, Newmeyer to the left. And he gets the handoff. No, it's a fake. It's a pass. Wide open. Connor Yates, touchdown.
Nice catch.
And the tight end went down the seam. And it's a touchdown for Little Gronk, 85. And it's 13-0. Milton-Union, nice pass by Mortar to Connor Yates.
Uncle Scott's happy about that.
I love that tight end down the middle.
Good fake.
So he called that play because Bethel middle linebackers are always blitzing. And when you run that play fake, you have one guy blitzing, the other guy frozen in his tracks. Nobody's picking up the tight end who's running right down the middle of the field for an easy pitch and catch.
Good execution by the Bulldogs.
Mason Grudich to kick the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So with 7 minutes left on the scoreboard here at Bethel, it's 14-0 in Milton-Union.
I think I would call both of those possessions very efficient.
They can do about whatever they want.
Big chunks of yard, complete passes. Two good-looking drives by the Bulldogs.
Coach Pierce talks about always taking advantage of what the defense gives him. And I asked him about that pregame tonight. He mentioned that he listens to his coaches upstairs. They're looking at the defense and identifying the weakness. And then sometimes he'll call 2 plays in the huddle. They'll go to the line, and he'll signal into Mortar which play to run depending on what that defensive set is giving them at that point in time. And it just shows the poise and the talent and the skill level of that offense that we have, that he's able to work that closely with his team. Calling 2 plays, Mortar gets the signal from the sidelines and then delivers a hot call to his offense, and when they hear that call, they know which play has been selected of the 2 called in the huddle. Just interesting way that they run this spread offense. It's all about causing the defense to have to spread out with them, tackle in space, and mind their gaps and their responsibilities. And right now we're taking it to the Bees.
Brandon and Bowen back to receive, and Mason puts his foot into it. It's caught at the 3 by Jason Bowen. 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets outside. 30. He's still in bounds, and he stepped out at the 30-yard line. And he had at the sideline, he might have gone for another 10, 15 yards, but he stepped out at the 30, and the Bees will take over there, 1st and 10.
And I would say those first 2 possessions, we look sharp. And as a coach, no matter who you're playing, you want to look sharp, you want to execute, and we look sharp, and we executed those first 2 possessions and held them to a 3 and out. So good start for the Bulldogs. 6:50 to go in the quarter. And the sideline referee was giving the Bees a little grief for getting back on the sideline.
Nico Golden split right. Jason Bowen split right. And it's a 2-by-2. Reitinger to throw, and he hits number 12, Golden, with a slant pattern. Tackled immediately by Pickrell, but it's a gain of 7.
Nice throw by Reitinger.
And that time the Bees spread him out a little bit with a 2-by-2 set, 2 receivers on both sides.
Ran a nice little post pattern there and hit him in stride.
2nd and 3 from the 37. The Bees again are split 2-by-2. Dallas Simon just to the right of Reitinger. He's got it. Throws the out pattern, and nobody's there. And they were not on the same page there. The pass intended for Eli Albert, a 6'2" sophomore, number 88, but sailed out of bounds.
So the Bulldog defense sits in a 5-2, 5-man front, 2 linebackers. But when you look at it, both of our outside, what we would refer to as defensive ends, are standing up. It looks as much as like a 3-4 defense as it does a 5-2. And those defensive ends can drop back in the coverage.
Reitinger in shotgun. Bennett to his left. He takes the snap. He throws a quick pass to number 8, and it's caught for a first down all the way to the 45. Number 8, Jason Bowen, with the catch. Matt Pickrell was there but slipped, and then Bowen, as he turned, slipped. And so that field is a little wetter than it looks like from up here.
Yeah, I think the middle of the field's pretty soft.
So the first down of the game for the Bees on 2 really good passes from Reitinger to 2 different people. Make it 1st and 10 at the 45. Moving left to right on your screen, right hash mark. Reitinger in shotgun, flanked by Simon to his left. Blitz by the Bulldogs. Quick pass, and they threw into the blitz for a first down. That's a gain of 12. Caught by number 11, Remy Brannon. And Karis Thwaites, number 22, blitz. And they hit him in a hot read right there behind it.
Yep, nice play by Reitinger. Read the blitz, hit the hot receiver, first down.
Reitinger.
That's right.
I'm trying.
You'll get it.
So they're running the spread offense, and they're taking what the Bulldogs are giving them, which is that space between our outside contained defensive end and our coverage on the outside. We're stacked out in man coverage now, trying to take that quick pass away.
Still 2-by-2 set. Reitinger takes the snap, and he hands to number 21, who's hit but falls forward and continues to move for a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. That's Christian Bennett with the football. Make it a gain of just 1, 2nd and 9 from the 43 in Milton-Union territory. Colton Holtgren with the tackle, number 64.
So the Bulldogs took that quick slant or quick hook pass away by going into man coverage. Let's see if they stay with that type of coverage now.
Reitinger's doing a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quick, making quick decisions.
Reitinger in shotgun, 2-by-2 set. He's going to pass the football. He rolls to the right. He doesn't have anybody open. He beats a man, 40, and he's out of bounds at the 36-yard line, just short of a first down. Good run by Will, and it's going to be 3rd down and, say, a yard and a half for the first, sitting at the 36-yard line.
He is their leading rusher, Reitinger. Good athletic play by him. Didn't force anything. Picked up positive yards.
So the Bees have 2 first downs, and they're looking for a third here on 3rd down and 1. Same formation, 2-by-2. Reitinger looks to the sideline.
So they're changing the play since the Bulldogs came out and showed a man coverage.
He's got the snap. He fumbled the snap. He's under intense pressure, and Yates got him. Oh, my goodness. He had nowhere to go with it. And Connor Yates with a sack. That's a loss of 12 yards all the way back to the 48-yard line. And they are in no man's land again. It looks like they're going to have to punt the football.
Good play there by Scott's nephew. Good pursuit. He turned back right into him.
Yeah, I think the fumbled snap and our strong man coverage just gave Reitinger no options, and then Yates just came untouched and came through with a huge sack.
4th and 14. Brandon's got the football. He hits a low line drive. It rolls and actually rolls back to Broomball at the 15, 20, 21-yard line, and he steps out of bounds at the 21.
Flag. I assume a block in the back or a hold.
So a couple of first downs by the Bees, unless this penalty goes against them, has certainly flipped the field in their favor. Right now the mark would be inside the 25, starting the MU 25, and they're going the other direction.
It's an illegal block in the back, and as they mark it off, it's going to go all the way to the 14, 13, 12, 11-yard line. And this is probably the worst field position the Bulldogs have had in weeks.
You're right, and interestingly enough, last week we had 2 punts called back, 2 punt returns for touchdowns called back because of penalties, and here on a punt, again, you know, or receiving a punt, we have another penalty that sets us back. We've got 90 yards to go to score now.
Yeah, the ball is placed at the 11-yard line, right to left on your screen, left hash mark. Shotgun formation for Mortar. He's flanked by Elam on his right, Newmeyer on his left. Split out to the right, Broomball. Split out to the left, Cooper Brown. Both of those receivers are in one-on-one coverage. Snap and faked, and now given to Newmeyer, who cuts it to the right, and he runs for 9 yards all the way to the 20. So they faked it to Elam going left and handed it back to Newmeyer going right, a gain of 9.
Good to see Newmeyer carrying the ball again. Like to see him get quite a few carries just to test that ankle.
2:32 and counting here in the first quarter. 14-0 Milton-Union. Second down 1 from the 20-yard line. This time Mortar and shotgun. Broomball in motion. It's a jet. He's got it. He cuts it up, and he's at the 25, 30, 32-yard line. And a good run for Blake. Gain of 13 all the way to the 32-yard line.
And every time Blake gets the ball in his hands and has a little space, he's always dangerous. I think he's going to break every single one of them.
Not to be hypercritical, but if he'd have went left, he was gone.
Yes.
I think I can see it better up here.
Yeah, we have a pretty good advantage up here.
That's pretty critical right there, wasn't it? All right, Mortar and shotgun. Elam to his right. Mortar's going to pass. It's a quick pass thrown to Cooper Brown. He's got it, and he breaks a tackle, and he's got a first down all the way to the 43-yard line. Gain of 11 as Mortar hit Cooper, and a good catch on the sideline.
Good extra effort by Cooper. He did not have the first down when he caught the ball, and he even when the guy got him in his grasp, Cooper kept fighting and got that extra yard to get the first down.
132, 131, counting. Bulldogs moving the football. This started at the 11-yard line. They're all the way to the 43. They look to the sideline, look to the play charts on their wrists. Mortar's got it. He hands to Elam. Cuts it up, 45. He fumbled the football, and he recovered the football. And he came back and got it. It looked like he was going to break it, and then somebody from behind stripped it, and he was able to get back on it. But he gained 4. Second down and 6 from the 47.
Yeah, he lost it completely. That ball was on the ground. He was quick to get back on it.
Brown right, Broomball left. Elam to the right. Mortar's got it. Thrown, and it's batted down by number 9. I think that number 8, Jason Bowen, knocked it down, and it's third down. Tried a quick out, and Jason got up and knocked it down.
Made a nice play. Got a hand on it. We'll have a...
Got a game clock. They missed the stop time, so they're going to add some time to it, I believe.
It's a big third down for both these teams. Bethel down 14. But the Bulldogs have an opportunity here to sustain this long drive. ball on their own 47, 3rd and about 7.
Should be the last play of the quarter here. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Brown split to the numbers left, Pickrell in the slot, and Brumbaugh to the right. Mortar's got it. He looks to throw a quick slant, and it's incomplete.
And they had some good pressure on Mortar that time. I think they rushed that pass.
Yeah.
And so on 4th and 8 from the 47, Coach Pierce elects to send in the punt team. And the Bees have stood tall.
Moore took a little bit of a shot there. And that's what he was forced to get it out a little sooner than he wanted to.
Now this is interesting. You know, the last few weeks we haven't seen the Bulldogs have to punt. And going into next week's game, this may be a part of the game that they'd want to do, be able to get some work on, not intentionally, certainly.
Right. Wow, he
nice
hit a
punt.
good punt.
That was
It
a
lands
good punt.
at the 10. It rolls to the 5. Oh, he touched the football. I believe he touched the football at the 3. Let's see what the officials say. No. The officials say he does not touch the football, but it is down by the Bulldogs at the 4. And it looked for all the world that the Bees touched it. That was number 8, Bowen. And the officials have decided that is not the case. So the Bees will take over, 1st down 10 from the 4-yard line. A fantastic punt.
That was a great punt by
Blake.
Brumbaugh.
Yes.
I think he kicked that ball 50 yards. I mean, you don't have to practice when you can do that. That was outstanding.
And a coffin corner.
Nice spiral. Did everything right.
Well, the Bees will have one play here before the end of quarter number 1. 20.6 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 4. Reitinger in shotgun. Takes the snap, keeps it, and he slips and falls. And it's at the 1-yard line, a loss of 3, and the Bulldogs were all over that.
I smelled safety there for a second.
So now it's 2nd and 13, but that'll be the last play of quarter number 1, with Milton-Union leading 14-0 over your Bethel Bees.
Did you say something about trivia? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty fast-moving quarter.
That was. A lot of run on the ball there. Okay, here we go. Trivia question, courtesy of Doc Ginn, Milton-Union Medical Center. Doc sends these to me. Trivia question again. Remember the eras. Coach Barnes has 2005 to the present. I have 1982 to the present. And Scott has 1981 to 1864. All right, here we go. Nathan Mortar needs 62 passing yards to reach 1,000 yards for the season. How many MUQBs pass for 1,000 or more yards in a single season, and how many can you name? So how many do you think there were, and then can you name any of them?
I'll say 5. Is that too many, Scott? What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking 5 to 7 maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? It's 6.
Oh, baby.
What are
very
the odds?
good. All right, can you name any of them?
Mitchell Evans.
Believe it or not, yes, he was one of them.
Yes, I figured so. That's
Now,
my error.
Atkins-
I'm done.
Atkins, did he get
No.
over 1,000? No.
Coach, believe it or not,
There's another one.
in the
John Mason.
3 yards in a cloud of dust era, there were none in your era.
None.
John
Wow.
Mason is one, yes.
Well, I'm going to have to call this play, Coach, so I'm going to hold on just a second.
You should know 2 more of them.
Reitinger is in the end zone, takes a shotgun snap, he throws, and it's incomplete.
Right through his hands.
Threw it for Bowen, and Bowen dropped the football. So now it's 3rd down and 12. And again, the Bees are backed up to their 1-yard line.
Coach,
3rd and 12.
quick
Sorry.
guess. You're going to be disappointed in one of these.
Oh, really?
He goes to your alma mater.
Oh, Brumbaugh, yeah.
Nathan Brumbaugh
Yeah, Nathan.
and Zach Bagatus.
Zach. Look at us throwing the ball all over
I
the
know.
place.
Coach Pierce teams.
This is a critical play for Bethel. I can't imagine them punting from the back of the end zone.
Trips left, 1-on-1 at the top, and the Bees are going to call timeout.
Now,
Timeout Bethel.
I will also say 1990, so I'll just read them through. 1990, Larry Moore, 1,132. 2008, John Mason,
Yep.
1169. 2016, Zach Bagatus, 1260. 1985, Doug Rammel, 1525. 2019, Nathan Broomball, 1,613. And Mitchell Evans in 2006, 1412. And in 2005, 1,990 yards, which I believe would be the all-time record. Mitch Evans, almost 2,000 yards passing. Now, they went to the regional that year, so they played 3 extra games or 4 extra games. So, but still, that's impressive. I guess IU knew what they were talking about when they recruited him.
Man, I had fun watching him there.
Yep.
Watching West play there.
Yep.
It was good times. There's some college talent on our team.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of times it comes down to, do they want to play?
Exactly. Again, the Bees are 3rd down, 12 from the 1-yard line.
Tough spot.
Reitinger. Oh, Milton jumped. They went hard count, and the entire line, and I'm not talking about one of them, 4 of them jumped. So now it's manageable. 3rd down. It's still 8 from the 6.
You know what that was? That was 4 guys smelling safety. That's what that was.
That is so true. It's a great call by the Bethel coach, though. Gave him some room.
Reitinger's got it. It's 1-on-1, and it is incomplete. Throw it out there for number 12, Nico Golden, on a slant. And number 7, Andrew Collins, was there to break that up. So now the Bees are going to punt from the end zone. And I don't like to say what I'm just going to say. Did you see that? There's lightning right there with those trees. I know it.
It's heat lightning, Coach.
Okay. Did you see that?
It's over there by the airport. It's heat lightning or it's from the airport.
We'll let our weather guy do that. Oh, they're kicking it straight out of bounds, and I mean straight out of bounds. Yeah. It's going to be like at the 25-yard line as Brandon took the snap, and obviously they're staying away from Blake, but we're going to start with the ball at the 26.
I don't blame him. I like a little better than the 26, but you know what? It's better than giving up a touchdown.
He followed his coach's orders.
Yep. And
second time tonight we've started in Bethel territory. The first time was on the 35, on Bethel 35. Now we're on their 26.
Mortar flanked by Newmeyer. Broomball in motion. Mortar collects the snap. He hands it to Elam. Breaks a tackle, and he dives forward all the way to the 15, and that's a first down, gain of 11 for Michael Elam.
Using Blake as a decoy there. Made it look like the jet sweep, and they handed it to Elam. See if he tries to hit Broomball in the corner here.
Right hash. Broomball left. Pickle right. Broomball in motion. And it's a fake jet. They run opposite to Newmeyer, who cuts it up and gets all the way to the 7-yard line, a gain of 8. Nice little counter play there by the Bulldogs as everybody kind of chased Broomball to the motion, and they counter back with Newmeyer. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line.
And Newmeyer's limping off the field.
Yeah, he's down on our sideline. That's not a good sign for the Bulldogs.
It's that ankle again.
10:53 and counting. 2nd down and 2 from the 8. Man, you hate to see that.
Yeah, he's in pain.
So Foose is now to the left, but it's handed to Elam, who stutters, cuts it up, breaks it into the end zone. Touchdown, Milton-Union. Very patient run by Michael. He followed his blockers, and it's 20-0 Bulldogs.
You know what I love about Elam? After he gets a first down, scores a touchdown, first thing he does, he pops up and finds the referee and hands the ball to the referee.
And then he shakes his hand with his lineman.
Yep.
It's great.
Well, Elam has really come on the last few games with when Newmeyer went out, and it really is a reflection of the Bulldog depth. You hate to see a captain, a senior out for the Bulldogs, but they're able to backfill well.
The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 21-0. 10:36 left, second quarter.
And I would just like to add from our game last week when Mason missed an extra point and he came home from the game and I said, Mason, what happened on that extra point you missed? I said, was it a bad snap or bad hold? And he said, nope, I kicked the heck out of the tee. He kicked the tee on that extra point. If you remember, the ball went almost straight up in the air and didn't make it, and he kicked the tee. He said he hit one of the linemen with the tee.
That's funny.
So
that was the one that squirted way right, wasn't it? This little floater.
Yep. He almost kicked the tee as far as he kicked the ball.
I'm telling you what, guys, if we get into a weather delay again, I'm not going to be happy. But that doesn't look good to me.
Yeah, but you know what? We killed how many hours last time?
I'm out of stories.
We killed hours last time, and here it is. I think the ref just looked back there and saw something. He just looked at the clock, and
yeah, they're going to look at that. What do they call that machine?
Yeah. Here comes Pierce. And we're going to have a little conversation at midfield with the coaches and the referees. And it's going to be story time with Uncle Brett pretty soon here.
Yeah, and Cousin Andy.
That's right.
And then we can ask Scott about playing when they had one play and they ran receivers and didn't talk to anybody in the press box. Back in those days, right?
Well, we'll start with the weather report. We've got a line of thunderstorms crossing the state line. Darke County moving from the west, southwest to the northeast. And it looks like, you know, these are going to be the slow-moving kind of storms with lightning embedded that we watched happen last night around midnight. If you live in Milton and didn't wake up from that, you are a sound sleeper.
That was insane.
Now, looks like Steph's out with her lightning machine with Coach Lane, and here we go. Everybody,
we're going to play.
Yeah.
We are going to play.
Now, do you know that what is the rule? Is it if you get a half in, it's a game? Is that correct, or is that not correct?
No.
You got to finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just Coach Pierce, nothing but running plays. Let that clock run.
The problem is we're going to score. Sounds weird to say.
Yeah. What are we at?
10:36.
Yeah, we got a lot of football to play.
Oh, my goodness, 10:36.
But, you know, if you look to the west and even to the southwest, it looks okay. It's just right over there.
As long as it can stay
I bet
there.
you the Piqua-Tip City game, they're getting dumped on right now if they're even playing football. They're probably sitting in their cars.
Grudich approaches the football, and he hits it at the 40. Good kick all the way down to Bowen. He's got it, 10. 15 cuts up, makes a man miss, and he is going to go down about the 25-yard line. Good return, where the Bees will start 1st and 10. Neumeyer's up and running the sideline, guys. See him?
Is he? What is it, 14-9 Piqua?
Yep, in the first quarter.
Into first quarter, we have Piqua 14, Tip City 9. It's a big MVL showdown, the two undefeated teams in the league. I think Tip has one loss on the year and Piqua's undefeated. It's up at Piqua tonight. I will have some other scores for you here shortly.
Ridinger in shotgun. He's flanked left by Simon. In motion, Brandon. Ridinger keeps it, cuts it up, and he broke it.
Broomball's going to
They
catch
read the
him.
option. Broomball's the only man who can catch him, and he does catch him. But a great run all the way to the 25-yard line. He faked the pitch. The corner went for the pitch, and he ran it all the way to the 25. So from 25 to 25 in one play.
Yeah, like I said, Ridinger is their leading rusher, and he does have some speed. He's the fastest guy on the team.
Looked like he was going to go, but Blake had the angle and knocked him down at the 25.
We're going to see that kind of speed and quickness out of Northridge next week. It's nice to see Broomball's speed as a counter.
We got to do a better job on the contain, though.
Ridinger flanked by Bennett. He's going to roll right. He pitches to Bennett. He's got it at the 40, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. I believe that's Karis Thwaites with the tackle. Nope, that's Cooper Brown, number 19, with the tackle. A loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. They ran the same play to the right for a loss.
Also have an update. Pickwood 21, Tip City 9.
Pick was for Rio.
Troy 21, West Carrollton 0. Wayne 7-3 over Fairmont. Riverside 21-0 over East. That's in the first quarter.
2nd down, 11 from the 26-yard line. Reitiger's got it. He's going to look to pass. He throws a quick slant. It's caught. And he powers his way all the way down to what will be a first down for Bethel at the 15. That was number 12, Nico Golden, senior, 6'3", 175, and he powered his way to the 15.
Good run after the catch. He didn't keep those feet from he didn't let them stop. He just kept those feet chugging.
Nice look off by the quarterback, too. He looked left and then threw that dart back to the right side. He's playing really well in this half.
Yep, absolutely.
I agree. Trips left for the Bees. Golden split right. Bennett to the right of Reitinger. Reitinger throws, it's tipped, it's still caught, and it's all the way down to the 3. The ball was tipped and then caught, and I believe that was number 8, Jason Bone, with the catch. And he is slow to get up, but he is up. First down and goal. Bethel, let's make it the 4-yard line.
Putting a nice drive together here. See if the Bees can punch one in. Bethel crowd getting a little fired up.
Looks like that storm moved away. That's good. Reitinger and shotgun. Flank to the left. Simon. Reitinger collects the snap. Looks to pass. He throws. It's tipped. And it's intercepted. That's Blake Broomball, number 8, who intercepted the football. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the turnover at the 4-yard line.
Nice play by Blake. I'm glad he worried about catching the ball first and not trying to run. Because that was a tough catch, diving, falling on the ground with the interception.
And he just keeps making play after play.
He stopped the touchdown run, and then he
After
stopped
play.
the touchdown. And that's a soul crusher for the Bees. Down 21-0 in the second quarter and get a chance to sneak one in.
I'm just getting ready to say, oftentimes you'll see a big play right after this.
Yep.
So the Dogs have to go 96 yards, 8:05 second quarter, and this time we are under center. Broomball in motion, and there's the breakout. It's handed to number 38, Elam, and he just about went the distance, but was tackled by number 2, Reitinger. Good tackle.
Reitinger with the touchdown-saving tackle, because if he doesn't tackle him there, Elam's taking it to the house.
Gain of 12 all the way to the 16-yard line.
And living in football lore with a 96-yard run.
Oh, man.
There's a trivia question for you. And what's the longest run from scrimmage?
Yeah.
I know the longest interception return. I would remember that one.
What was that?
I'll tell you in a minute. Jet sweep to Broomball. He makes a move, 25-30, and knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Gain of 12. That's a first down on the Jet. 2
big chunks of yardage on 2 plays there.
That was against Ottawa Glandorf, where Mitch picked that ball off late in the game.
That's right.
Turned it back 102.
Yep.
Looked like for all the world we were going to lose that game.
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah.
Along with the rest of West Milton.
It's got interesting formation here from the Dogs, not in shotgun at all. Power football. Oh, my goodness. Elam's got it again, and it is a major chunk all the way to the Bees' 45-yard line.
So interesting to watch. The Bulldogs line up under center. So we're used to seeing them in a shotgun or the pistol and the spread offense, and they're lining up in what would look like a traditional wing T set. And I think, honestly, this is Coach Pierce giving the Polar Bears something to look at.
Yep, I agree.
He's back in shotgun now, and we've got, excuse me, number 3 split all the way out. It's a one-on-one, and it's on the way, and it's caught, and it is a touchdown, and I believe that's number 8, Blake Broomball, one-on-one on the sideline. Touchdown, Milton-Union.
Nice throw by Mortar. I believe that should probably put Mortar over 1,000 yards for the season. He needed 60. How many yards does Mortar have in the air, Scott?
I have to do some digging to find that for you real quick.
But I'm guessing how many yards was that play?
That was 45. Unofficially, the Bulldogs have thrown for over 1,000 yards already. I know some of that yardage is not Mortar's, but
right.
Yeah, that was a 45-yard pass there.
He needs 60 tonight.
Low snap, but Grudich is able to put it through.
He's got it then. He's over 1,000 for the season.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome. And he's over 1,000 on game 8.
So the Bulldogs drove 96 yards after the interception in about 1:07, and it is 28-0.
And that was long run Elam, long pass to Broomball.
With some unique formations, it's good to see the Bulldogs go under center and mix it up a little bit. You know, the series before that, we watched a lot of misdirection. The jet sweep was faked a couple of times, and they handed the ball back almost like a counterplay going the other direction. So really giving anyone that's watching a lot to think about. But certainly you run those kind of plays when you're facing a defense that blitzes all the time, because they're taking their linebackers out of that counter play. They're betting that they're shooting the gap that you're going to run to. So it's good misdirection calls by Coach Pierce as he shows one thing, does another. He has just been tremendous at that, and give credit to Dana Dickinson, who's in the press box, seeing that and talking to Coach, and together those guys are calling a brilliant game tonight.
All right, Mason's getting ready to kick here. It's 28-0, and the ball is in the air. It's a low liner. It hits the ground about the 10, and the Bees pick it up at the 5, and he's running sideways and knocked down at the 11-yard line. That's Nico Golden with the carry, and it looked like Jordan Foose with the tackle. And again, the Bees are a long way from pay dirt, 1st and 10 at the 11.
What's good to see on that kick coverage, we had 6 white Bulldog shirts around that ball carrier with and stopping them on the 11-yard line.
I agree. Good coverage downfield. And 6:46 to go in the second quarter. 28-0 Bulldogs. And some storms. Looks like they're skirting by us, so that's good.
Yes, just got a text that said they're going to move away, so we should be in good shape.
Well, Bethel's been able to move the ball, take that turnover away, and they're in scoring position their last drive. Redinger's done a good job finding the open man. He had a big 50-yard run on their last possession. You know, you're a 1-6 team. You've got to look for some highlights, and their quarterback has carried them and thrown some nice passes tonight.
Yes, he has.
Let's see if he can put together, any kind of drive here. It'll be interesting to see how the Bulldog defense adjusts to his quick slant and quick hit passes. That I think the interception Broomball had down on the goal line may have been a tip ball.
It was.
So we're getting into the passing lanes, and that's just our defense making the adjustments necessary to throw off the timing of those slant and hook passes off that spread offense.
Well, that play was made by Blake, tipped the ball to himself and made the catch. That's what happened. So, fantastic defensive play. I admire Reitinger.
Reitinger. Everything good they've done tonight's come through him.
Yeah, I mean he's playing hard. Senior season, not going great, but now he's in shotgun. And he keeps the football, rolls left, and he's hit immediately. Looks like a no-gain run by Reitinger. And at the bottom of the pile, that's number 85, Connor Yates, along with a number of other Bulldogs. Colton Holtgren was there. Jake Brown was there. 2nd and 10.
By the way, Coach, you did a nice job with Reitinger that time. That was
Thank
good.
you.
You said it right.
I'm good if I can keep saying it, and then as soon as I don't say it, it leaves.
Clock is running.
6:09, 6:08. I was thinking about what I'm missing here, and it's the game. It's the
the play clock.
clock.
No play
There's
clock
no
here.
play clock.
Saving that for the new stadium.
Reitinger collects the snap, throws, quick slant, and incomplete. Throwing again for Golden, but it was at his feet. It's now 3rd down and 10.
Bethel is in the process of building a new athletic facility just down the road here from the high school. They're going to have a brand new stadium, I believe a new track.
State of the art.
Yep. And I don't know if I would assume they're keeping this field and this stadium,
Probably
but
their junior high field.
I would think, but I don't know that for sure. And we had the AD up here, so we should have asked him. Maybe he'll make an appearance up here at halftime.
I should have asked him how to say Reitinger.
I knew his dad when he was in high school. When I was coaching over here at Bethel.
2-by-2 set by the Bees. Reitinger. With Bennett to his left. Fake to Bennett. Reitinger keeps it, and he is swallowed up immediately.
Nice play by Thwaites.
Karis Thwaites on a blitz, and he tackled him for a loss of 2. So the Bees will have to punt again from their 9-yard line. 5:33 and counting, 2nd quarter, 28-0, Milton-Union.
Okay, Bethel, I know you don't like doing it, but punt the ball out of bounds again.
Yeah, Broomball's going to stand on the Bethel 41-yard line.
If he catches this, it's going to be a touchdown.
Brandon back to kick. With snaps low, he's got it, and he cooks it out of bounds. And right over the coach's head, looks like about the 27, 28-yard line by the time that they mark it. The officials are in the process. And it will be the 28-yard line. They should just ask us. We got good view of it.
That's right. Got the best seat in the house.
Again, a short field. Let's say a minuscule field here for the offense. 28 yards for a touchdown here. 4:59 left. 2nd quarter. Shotgun handed to Newmeyer. Is that Newmeyer? It is.
Yes, it was Newmeyer.
He got 2. I didn't think we'd see Blake again.
I didn't
tonight.
either. Testing it out a little bit, I guess.
So a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
And I'm going to say that the other rough thing, if you look on the sidelines here, I think the Bees have just about every guy going both ways.
And Milton-Union's going to take a timeout. 4:36, 2nd quarter, timeout MU.
So let's see if Coach Pierce wants to have some fun here on this possession. He's got the game comfortably in hand. And last week he talked about running a fake reverse pitch. This week he said we're going to run the fake reverse but actually pitch the ball twice and then throw downfield to Broomball. So like a double reverse pass.
I'm not sure that's the play you run when you're up 28-0.
I think
in the
I think
quarter.
I know. I hear you. I just think Coach, he puts these plays in each week. I think the kids look forward to running them.
Oh,
Last
sure
week they kind of bungled one, and you just wonder.
Mortar collects the shotgun. It's low. He's in trouble. He breaks a tackle. Looks to throw the football. He throws it down to the corner, wide open. Cooper Brown. Touchdown, Milton-Union. There is a flag on the play, and it looks like there was an ineligible receiver downfield. And that's what's going to be the call. So they're going to bring that one back. Take the touchdown off the board.
Nice play by Moore. Low snap, gathered, avoided the rush, rolled to his right, found Cooper, kept his eyes downfield, found Cooper, threw him a nice ball.
Man, I wanted Cooper to get one tonight.
I did too, yeah.
All right, 2nd down, 13 after the mark-off. Brown and Pickerel right, Broomball left, Foose in the slot, Newmeyer to the left. That's Pickerel in motion on a jet. He's got the football. And he cuts it up at the 35, broke a tackle, and he gets all the way down to the 32-yard line. Good run by Matt, first touch tonight. Gain of 8. Let's make it 3rd down and 4 on the 33.
Good run by Pickerel. He gets a couple touches a game and made the most of that one. Broke a couple tackles.
Got a field goal in you?
Yeah, I kind of got excited. I saw the 3, and I thought maybe we were coming up on 4th down, but it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd. Trips right for the Dogs. Snap, collected. It's a screen pass. Oh, my goodness. Wide open. Newmeyer, untouched. Touchdown. And the blockers didn't have a soul to block. I mean, that was unreal.
He didn't get touched.
And that was a beautifully run screen by the Dogs. It's 34-0.
Great patience by Mortar. Let those defenders get in his face a little bit, and then hit Newmeyer with the pass.
Guys, I think that's the first time I've seen that call from the Bulldogs this year.
I agree. Love it. I'm a screen tight end guy myself.
Yeah, I love that. And, it's nice to see him score after having that touchdown taken off the board.
Grudich hammers the extra point up and good. It's 35-0. 3:37 left here in the 2nd quarter.
That's a lot of touchdowns in a quarter and a half.
Mortar's got 3 touchdown passes.
He went over 1,000 yards
well
tonight.
over 1,000 yards.
He's got 3 touchdown passes. He's had one great season.
Absolutely.
I mean, I saw him play last year, and it was disjointed and everything with COVID. And I mean, he managed games, but he makes plays this year.
You could see after about game 2, he seemed to sort of settle down. I think everything slowed down a lot more for him, and much calmer in the pocket, and not panicking. And that's just experience, and that's just what quarterbacks have to go through. You see it in the NFL, you see it in college, and you just need that experience.
Well, I just don't remember the last time he threw a ball and I went, ooh, that wasn't very, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just, it doesn't happen. It's great.
And it doesn't hurt when you have Blake Broomball throw too also.
Get to throw it up in there every once
I
in a
wouldn't throw
while.
for 1,000 yards with Blake, but I might get about 800 out of him now.
You get some.
Come on, Mason, put one in the end zone.
Ball's in play, and he hit it pretty good all the way down to the 2. That's number 12 with the football. 15, 20, 20. Oh, what a tackle, what a play. Because it looked like he was going to break it. Again, that was Nico Golden with the football. And I think that's our guy on special teams. Every week we say Connor Gibson with a big tackle, and that's what happened there.
Yep, nice play by Connor.
Because it looked like he was gone. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, right hash.
Almost got it to the end zone. Not quite.
Ooh, he hit it good.
Yeah.
This is their best starting field position of the night.
2 by 2. Motion. Reitinger keeps it, and he's going to gain 2 yards to the 37-yard line.
The option's been their best running place tonight, and if he gets by that one tackle, he's going to pick up some yards there.
And that was Connor Yates with a shoestring tackle, so make it down 2nd down and 7 from the 38-yard line. Clock running, 3:05 and counting.
Spread again.
Bennett flanked to the left of Reitinger. Now he moves to the right. He has the snap. Looks to throw the slant, and it's complete.
Nice catch. Tough catch.
It's number 11, Nico Golden.
Freshman.
Tackled by Cooper Brown. Looked like Cooper wanted to pick 6.
Yep.
3rd down and 3 from the 42.
Our defensive front is really bringing the pressure. Our 2 outside defensive ends, they're unblocked, and they're just pouring in on Reitinger. And he had to get that away really quick. Threw it behind the receiver, but he still caught the ball. 3rd and 3.
Bulldogs blitz, throws, and incomplete. Karras was in his face.
Same thing that happened earlier in the first quarter, kind of a miscommunication. He cut in, and Reitinger thought he was cutting out.
And the clock is stopped at 2:01 with the incomplete pass. And the Bees bring out the punting unit.
I'm pretty sure they're putting a coach on the sideline and having him kick to the coach.
I agree. Yeah, he's out here by himself. That's your. Oh, he hit it right down the middle.
Didn't mean to do that.
Broomball's got it. 30,
oh no.
35, 40, 43, and down.
He bounces that outside. There's nobody out there.
So Blake returned it 13 yards, and the Bulldogs have 149 to see if they want to add to a 35-0 lead. Coaches are yelling at him to punt to the sideline as he walks off.
Yeah, I think he was trying to.
That's a good observation, though, Andy. I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
Putting the coach about 25, 30 yards down the field and having the punter aim right at him.
Target.
That's why WMPA pays me the big money.
Shotgun. Handed. Elam. 45, 50, 45, 40, down to the 38, where he's tackled by number 22, Dallas Simon.
So Bethel fired both linebackers, and Elam shot through the hole, and there was no one there. He ran 10 yards before somebody in the secondary grabbed him.
First and 10 at the 40, center of the field. Bethel territory, plus territory for MU. Pass, caught by Broomball, spins, and he steps out of bounds. Nope, they're going to keep the clock moving. Gain of 7 on the hitch, and now we have a timeout by Milton-Union with 1:14 left in the quarter.
Did you say you wanted another trivia question?
I do.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have one.
I actually answered a couple right last time. So
That's right.
It's a start.
So Blake Broomball has scored 72 points this season, for 4 tonight, of course. Only 3 Bulldogs in history have scored 100 or more points in 2 consecutive seasons. Who are those 3 players? Hint, they were all running backs.
Ooh.
So scored over 100 points in 2 consecutive seasons. And looks like we got 1 in your era,
Me?
Barnesy.
Yeah.
2 in your era, Barnes, and 1 in
In the old time.
in Scott's era.
Would Cooper Brown's brother be on that list?
No, he would not.
Oh, interesting.
Do you have a guess, Scott?
I have a guess from the way back. Dave Kripe, a fullback for the Bulldogs.
Yep,
No.
I would have guessed Kripe too, but nope. We'll save it for the next play.
Snap handed to Elam, cuts it up. And again, he has a first down and more. Make it a gain of about 9 all the way to the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs are in hurry up. Clock running, 106, 105. Plenty of time, 1 timeout left for the red and white. It's a slant, and it's incomplete. It looked like Cooper Brown was wide open, and he was missed that time. Clock stops at 55 seconds, 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
So, 1, Tom Gingrich.
That's way back.
1960, 1961, 116 points, 124 points. Second one, Stephen Dieter. 2004, 120, 2005, 150.
Man, I forgot about him. 2nd and 10. Newmeyer in motion. He's got the handoff. He cuts it up. He's got a first down and more all the way to the 10-yard line. Gain of 15 yards for Blake. First down and I will say goal from the 10. No, it's outside. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Clock's
45
running,
seconds, yeah. Bulldogs in a rush. Copeland sees his first action to the right. Motion to Newmeyer again. He's got it. Cuts it up to the 5. Breaks into the end zone, and he's down at the 1. That should be a first down, and is a first down. 29 seconds left. First and goal from the 1.
Better hurry up. They're
Clock
winding the
running.
clock.
28, 27. Bulldogs huddle. They do have a timeout left. 22 seconds and counting. Quarterback sneak coming. No, but shotgun.
15 seconds.
Mortar takes it. Hands to Elam. Elam breaks it in. Touchdown. And Newmeyer set him free with a great cross block. And it's a touchdown for MU. And it's 41-0. Can do whatever they want, whenever they want.
And he really didn't get touched.
It looked like he was going to get tackled, and Blake blocked that kid right before he got to him.
3rd touchdown on the night for Elam. Just another huge game for him. Last 3 have been tremendous.
Snap, and the kick is good. Mason's had a nice night. 42-0. 8 seconds left. Second quarter.
So, as I said, Stephen Dieter, and then the third one is Trevor Luckenbill,
Oh, yeah.
who went to Wittenberg and played football.
Yes, he did.
Trevor Luckenbill, 114 points in 2006 and 120 points in 2007. So look at that. So they had 2 of these guys, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. 4-year stretch. And I bet TB is pretty close on that list,
I
too.
would assume.
If he didn't get, Tyler Brown didn't get over.
He had to be at least one of the years,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure one of the years for sure. But you know what? Was he playing with Trevor?
They all run together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if maybe one year it was Trevor, then the next year when maybe he was a senior then. I don't know. Okay.
Trevor Luckenbill was the man.
Yep. He's probably here tonight. I've seen him in quite a few games. Going to have a baby here soon.
The last I saw him, he was at a golf tournament, and he hit a ball like 1,000 yards.
Big fisherman. So is they going to have Mason kick it, or is he going to squib it?
We're going to onside it and try to get it back for one more play. I'm kidding.
He's going
That's a joke.
to squib this
Yeah,
thing.
he's got a weird setup here, so it looks like he is going to hit it with 8 seconds left. Top of the football, little
pooch
poocher
kick.
lands at the 25,
Out
and
of
it's
bounds.
his first penalty of the year as it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, he got too much of that. If I was Coach Pierce, I'd have him run a lap
I
before he
would
went in
too.
the locker room.
I wouldn't make him too mad, or he'll just stay with soccer.
He's having fun. He's enjoyed the football thing. He's learned a lot, I'll say that. The first time they had him do a squib kit, they were yelling at him to squib it, and he said, "Squid? What's a using socks off?" If I was trying to add all that stuff up. Well,
But you really don't think about computers. It's 1985,
it's
baby.
the original spreadsheet.
And it is spread. These blitzes, and
He's got coach's interview
it's
in his
unbelievable,
brain.
this guy.
I think it comes from years of watching,
Yeah.
and listening to announcers talk things away from the ball. I'll give you a quick on Bulldogs and Bethel. yard line. Rushing continues to just run over opponents. 11 attempts, yards, and 3. Newmeyer 6 carries, 46 yards. Broomball 2 touches, 31 yards, and Pickwaza 1 rush for 8 yards. We've run the ball 20 times, picked up 237 yards with 3 touchdowns. That's an average of 11.85 yards per carry. Obviously unofficial. We'll get the official ones at the end of the game before next week from Dr. Ginn. But usually Dr. Ginn and I stay pretty close, pretty close. And that is honestly Brett calling the runs and me catching the yards from the call. So passing, Mortar is having just an awesome night. He's 6 for 9, 128 yards, and 3 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers. Broomball has 3 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Brown 1 catch for 11 yards. Yates 1 for 20 and a TD. And Newmeyer on an incredible middle screen that went for just 25 yards, but could have honestly gone for 75. No one touched him. He was so alone. I think he was shocked to see nothing but white shirts in front of him. I think 7 guys ran in the end zone with him.
And
I agree.
And Nate had one called back, the pass to Cooper Brown.
That's so true. Right. Yeah, on that drive, we were fortunate enough to turn that miscue into points 2 plays later. But it's interesting to note, the last 2 weeks we've had 3 touchdowns taken off the board with penalties, and those are things that when Coach Pierce sees scores with a defense pitching shutouts and scores over the half a century mark every week, and it's difficult to find things to focus in on, things to improve. But when you sit in the coach's room and you talk about the pulling guards and how well they're blocking, those guys are catching things like, well, yeah, but they're just running by guys to hit someone else. They've got to find the first guy in the hole to block. And it's that level of detail comes from the old saying that this is one time I'll refer to Michigan. Bo Schembechler.
Oh.
Yeah, Bo Schembechler said this. I have to give credit where credit's due. He said, no team stays the same. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And Coach Pierce is focused on this team every week, a game at a time, getting better and paying attention to the level of detail. Just that you mentioned today, Andy, when they went out for the coin toss, Bethel had 4 captains go out. Now, we don't know the story, so I don't want to be insulting to kids, but they were in – each one of the players was in some different type of uniform, and it's just a measure of discipline that just was not there. The Bulldog team came out dressed, helmets on, chin straps ready to go. Those guys were ready to play right after that coin toss. And that's a testament not against Bethel, but to that Bulldog staff over there that's keeping those kids focused. You can't play games and beat opponents like this and not sure.
And I would always tell my teams, we're a windshield team. We look out the windshield and we look to what's next. We don't look in the rearview mirror. Look in the rearview mirror. What's in the past is in the past, and we're always just looking ahead to the next game.
I really feel like that with the social media the way it is, it's probably more difficult to do that now than it was even 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Because people read about, these plays. People might have them on their phones. They're posting them, and it's
so
just
true.
like, hey, did you see that run? Well, that was 2 weeks ago.
And I appreciate the new lightning rule that the state passed this year, because we for sure would not be here tonight, even though everything's far away from us. Just a year ago, everybody would probably be home by now. What I used to call the lightning game. We'd see one bolt of lightning that was 30 miles away, and you had to stop and wait.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that they have the technology outside of, good old Apple and the radar on the cell phone to be able to detect exactly how close the Lightning is, because as you mentioned, Brad, we're at the highest point in Miami County right now, and we're probably looking at storms in Dark County, and concerned about what's coming our way.
I'm going to rattle through some scores here for you. Got a few scores from the area for everybody. As soon as my slow phone fires up. Coach Pytel told me no. That was his response to my text. He just said no. I got 21-9 Piqua over Tip City. I've got 42-0 Milton over Bethel. Oh, wait, that's where we're at. Troy over West Carrollton, 21-0. Wayne over Fairmont, 10-3 at half. Riverside, 28. Miami East, 7. And that's all I got right now. See if I can find some more scores.
And if you're home, you probably know this, but here's some Major League Baseball postseason. Brewers 2. Braves 1, final. Astros go up 2-0, 9-4 over the White Sox. Rays 5, Red Sox 4 in the third inning. And then the game of all games and the series of all series, in my opinion. Dodgers, Giants start tonight, 9:37. I can't wait for that.
You might be home in time to see that, Coach.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they don't like each other much.
CJ is beating Baden 28-21 at half.
I'll give you some quick stats on Bethel. Rushing, Bennett, 3 carries, 2 yards. Brandon, 1 for 6. Simon, 1 for 2. And then Redinger, 6 carries, 57 yards. So the team has run the ball 11 times, picked up 67 yards. And, you know, if you do the math, the quick average is 6 yards a carry, but that does not take into account that 50 of those 67 yards came on one run.
That's true.
So if you do some quick math then and say, well, they've gained 17 yards on 10 carries, they're 8. Bowen has 3 catches for 29. Brandon, I show 2 for about 20 yards. They started to work some of those quick hitch passes. The Bulldog defense was playing relatively soft. Redinger got into a little bit of a rhythm and started to hit some of those slants and hitch passes. The Bulldogs adjusted their defense to man coverage. They started firing their outside defensive ends, pinching in on Redinger, and that basically took that offensive threat away. Outside of that one big 50-yard run that Redinger ripped off on that option, they really have had 0 offense. They've had 6 possessions, 5 punts, and a turnover. And every time they've started with the ball, they've been deep in their own territory. In fact, their best possession starting yard line was on their own 36. They started on their 8, their 30, their 3, their 25, their 11, and the 36. Bulldogs' starting field position has been incredible, as it has been. You just can't score the kind of points we are without great field position. We started on the MU 48, the Bethel 35, the MU 11. That was the one possession where we had to punt. Then we started on the Bethel 26. The biggest drive probably of the year, we started on our own 4 and went 5 plays, 96 yards for a touchdown. Then we started again on the Bethel 28 and the MU 43. We've had a couple of penalties. One took a score off the board, but then we put it right back up 2 plays later. Highlight in the kicking game, our coverage has been good on kickoffs, but we've seen some speed from the freshman return man at Bethel, and he's popped some returns on our kicks close to 20 yards in a couple of times. That'll be a check mark in Coach Pierce's kick coverage, because Northridge is going to bring a lot of team speed next week to West Milton when they play that game, and it's setting up to be the first of 2 championship games for the Bulldogs.
Really?
Yep.
So if Riverside continues to win, if they win tonight and if they win next week, the Bulldogs right now are in first place tied with Northridge, who beat Riverside. If we win next week against Northridge, it sets up the opportunity for us to then beat Riverside the following week and have sole possession of first place of the Three Rivers Conference in its inaugural season. But it's very exciting because any stumble by the Bulldogs and you could end up having them playing for a three-way league championship, a three-team tie for the Three Rivers Conference. But we're not going to even think about that. We're going to think about the Bulldogs bringing their best next week and being more than prepared for that polar bear attack.
So next week they would clinch a share, and then the week after they could clinch an outright.
That's right.
2 more wins.
Riverside has to keep winning to make the last game of the season relevant for all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the bigger picture would be looking at the OHSAA playoffs. A win out, I think, would probably guarantee a home game there.
I would think so. Yeah. I think we win next week against Northridge, which will be a tough game. But if we would win next week, we would get quite a few computer points because Northridge is, they're in our region. There are a few spots below us. I forget what we were. What were we? Seventh,
6 or 7,
something like
7th.
that. And Northridge was like 12th or 10th.
And the top 8 make
Have
playoff
home games, right?
And I looked last week. If the season would have ended last week, then we would have had a Valley View rematch.
Yep. But there are still some serious games for Valley View and for Oakwood. And
oh, sure.
Because Oakwood's still in the mix too. But we went out. I think we'll probably guarantee a home playoff game. And I think honestly, that's a great way to get us ready for the playoffs. Let's play 2 tough games, and that gets us rolling right into the next week in the playoffs. So I'd rather see us play some tough opponents and tough games than play somebody we're going to blow out and then have to play somebody tough in the playoffs.
I wonder if the coaches would be interested in an Oakwood rematch.
I'm going to go with maybe just a tiny bit.
At home.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun night.
Yeah, I think they would enjoy that very much. And Oakwood's, they're still on the hunt.
Absolutely.
And honestly, the biggest reason Oakwood's still on the hunt is because they beat us.
Yeah.
And they're getting a lot of points from us. So, but it's going to be pretty exciting here these next 2 weeks. But they just got to focus on Northridge next week, and can't worry about anything else. Can't worry about playoffs. Can't worry about Riverside. You just worry about you're going to have a really good, fast Northridge team, which has been this Northridge team has been good up through junior high. They play these guys tough in junior high. So I think football is one of the sports that you can look at junior high, and the good teams in junior high tend to be the teams.
Right.
That's not always the case in other sports, but in football, it's pretty clear. If you have a good junior high group, they're going to be good when they get into high school. So that'll be a tough one. A couple scores for you, area scores. Springfield Shawnee 14, Tecumseh 7. I'm sure that's somewhat of a rivalry game. Catholic Central, who's having a really good season this year. Catholic Central and Greenon 0-0 at half. Miamisburg 21-0 over Beaver Creek at half. Northmont 10, Springboro 7. That's at half. Vandalia Butler 13-0 over Greenville at half. And Northwestern is losing to Indian Lake 14-7. That was after the first quarter. Bellbrook 42, Oakwood 7.
My goodness.
So a little bit of a beatdown by the Golden Eagles over the Lumberjacks. That's at halftime, 42-7 at half. Greenview 28-0 over Cedarville. Brookville's beating Madison 21-0 in the third quarter. Walpock and Bath.
Oh, yeah.
7-7. Is that a rivalry game, Coach?
Yeah.
Okay. Willamette Bath and Walpock 7-7.
Old WBL right there, baby.
Waynesville 13, Monroe 12 at half. Ansonia over Tri-County North 21-0. Stebbins beating Xenia 21-0. Trotwood over Dunbar 20-6 in the second quarter.
Any Centerville score?
Not yet. I'm still scrolling. Coach Pytel told me about a good app here that you get high school scores. Ben Logan over Urbana 27-14. Lehman Catholic and Covington 7-7. I don't know where that game is at. That's at Lehman if that's at Covington. Here we go. Springfield 24, Centerville 7.
Wow.
Springfield's tough.
The Wildcats are for real. St. Henry 20-0 over Anna. Coldwater 21-0 over Minster. Fort Laramie Thurgood Marshall 0-0 first quarter. Eaton 21-0 over Carlisle at the half. Alter 17-0 over Bishop Fenwick. And I'll throw one more at you because we're about to start and you're probably tired of hearing these. Here's a good one. Marion Local 21, New Bremen 13 at half.
So we talked a little bit about Fort Laramie and their runs and titles and everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, in the WOAC, in the new WOAC conference,
WOAC.
you have Arcanum and Preble Shawnee. Preble
that's
Shawnee
right.
is undefeated in the WOAC, and Arcanum's got one loss. So that's the big title game tonight at Preble Shawnee in beautiful downtown Camden. It is Preble Shawnee 13, Arcanum 12.
Wow.
Tight ball game, and
That's a good
that was
game.
the score from the second quarter. So sorry, Coach.
Oh,
And-
you're fine. I was just going to talk about Fort Laramie's run
Yeah.
of titles, and they added a new sport going to state. So
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, so the girls golf team and Coach Brad Turner is the boys coach, but his daughter plays on that team, heading to state after they made it through districts.
Went to college with Brad's brother,
Joe?
Nick.
Oh, Nick.
Yep.
Do you know Joe?
Yeah, I know Joe. Referee.
Yeah, Joe and I ref some.
Yeah, Joe's a good dude.
Yeah.
Valley View over Franklin 14-7 first quarter. So there you go.
I forgot Coach Lee was down here.
That's right. He's
Sitting right below us here.
That's right.
So there's one line. I hate the hate the rain on the parade here, but there's weather heading our way out of Dark County.
Oh, Coach.
Yeah, not good.
Well, we got a running clock, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah, let's get
I
this
don't
thing
know.
rolling. By the way, Riverside East 35-7, Riverside at half. So looks like Riverside's going to keep rolling.
I thought the rain was done, like for real.
Yeah, I did too. I'm looking at this radar, and it's raining in Dark County.
I wonder if that's
It's always raining in Dark County.
Yeah. Well,
Just like the sun always shines in
beautiful West Milton,
beautiful
Ohio.
West Milton, Ohio.
The sun's always shining in West
I've
Milton.
heard that
It is always shining in West
from a
Milton.
very wise man.
That's right.
Well, we are about a minute away from kickoff here in the second half, and Bethel will get the ball first.
Yeah, Scott just showed me the radar. It does not look pleasant.
I'll tell you what.
The only good thing is we're up in the press box, and I bet we'll stay pretty dry up here.
Yeah, but my car's a long way away if I try to get there.
Yeah. Boy, how bad will it be if you have to come back here tomorrow morning to play at a quarter
my
and a half?
goodness. Bethel might just wave that off.
That
You
would
know?
be a
Actually,
good call.
you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Just
And
say we're good.
They could do that. I think they could do that.
Because I know our JVs are playing tomorrow against Ansonia, I believe.
Okay.
I believe that's on the road as well. So we don't want to have to deal with that.
We're pacing with our season average statistics. We average 197 yards a game rushing. We've got 237 on the night. In just the first half, we've got 128 yards passing, and we average about 150 on the season. We really have no reason to throw the ball again, and we started with such great field position, we probably won't hit our average But total yards, we're certainly going to exceed that once we start to move the ball. One thing that has always been noted is the turnovers. We're very balanced with turnovers. We've turned the ball over 9 times in 7 games. Our opponents have 9, so we're kind of even with turnovers. In big games the next 2 weeks, those are going to be critical. We don't want to turn that ball over at all, and it would be nice to see us force even more. So here we go with the running clock.
So do they start the clock before he kicks it on a running clock?
They just did. No, I didn't think so.
I didn't either.
Grudich approaches the football. He kicks it, and the ball will come down about the 4-yard line. Nico Golden with the ball. 20, 25. He cuts up and is hit at the 25, and a flag flies as well. And it'll probably be a hold on Bethel. It will be a hold on Bethel. So they'll start about the 15-yard line. And obviously that wasn't a true running clock situation because it's not running now.
Yeah, I didn't
so I don't understand.
That's okay. Let's just get this game in. Because I will say we were seeing the lightning flashes off to the northwest. I'm now seeing them directly west of us, so that's probably not a good sign. That's okay. Run that clock.
It is running. 11:32 and counting. Bethel in the huddle at the 2-yard line, and they will approach the football at the 14 where it's first down and 10. Reidinger takes the snap, and he hands it this time for a gain of just 1. That's number 22, Dallas Simon, 5'8" junior.
Nice hit by Zeb Hines there at the end of that play.
Zeb Hines with the tackle. So 2nd and 9 from the 15.
And if you're Bethel here, you're wanting to see your kids execute.
Get some first downs.
Take care of the ball.
Snap. Motion. Reidinger's got it. He's going to follow 2 blockers, but he's going to get hit from behind. And that's Karis Thwaites, who's had a fantastic defensive game tonight.
Yeah, he's quick off the edge.
Loss of 3.
Karis looks quick tonight. It's all those cucumbers and salt that he eats every day for lunch.
They're down in 11. He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Gets up in the morning and cuts cucumbers and puts salt on them and packs them every day in his lunch. Cucumbers make you quick.
Is that right?
Well, they work for Karis.
Well, I better eat a few. 3rd and 11. Bethel taking their time in the huddle, 9:59 and counting. 2-by-2. Motion. Trips left. Reidinger in trouble, and he just throws it away. And he was knocked down again by Karis Thwaites. Again on that blitz from the his right. And they're going to have to punt.
Let's see where the target coach goes. And they're looking for him.
We have a
there he is. He's waving his arms. The target coach.
We have number 16 back to receive the punt for the Bulldogs.
Connor Gibson. Brandon's got it. And it's hit right to the 40. And it hits Gibson's foot. Picks it up at the 48, and he'll step out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So Connor Gibson with his first punt return of the season, and the Bulldogs will start in plus territory at the 44.
See if we have some new numbers out here.
Yeah, I see a 55. Jake Brown is going to leave the field. So a few new linemen.
I think we have Pickrell playing quarterback.
We do.
Yeah. Senior.
Dawson Tinnerman in the game on the line. So Matt Pickrell. Jordan Foose to his left. Foose gets the handoff, cuts it up. Good power run to the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a excellent decision by Coach Pierce because you know what? You never know what's going to happen. You may have to put Pickrell in the game, and this is a great opportunity to let him get snaps.
Absolutely.
And get some experience. I used to do this with goalkeepers all the time. When you're beating somebody handily. It's good to get a young kid in there and just get them some experience. Not that Pickrell's young, but you never know what could happen down the road.
So we haven't seen him in that position since the Brookville scrimmage. And you are exactly right, Andy. This is the time to put an experienced quarterback in place, get him some game time minutes before 2 huge games on the horizon.
So that was a gain of 6 by Foose. This time it's handed to Lovin, and he is tackled after a gain of 2.
Uh-oh. You know what I'm sniffing, Coach?
Field goal?
Could be.
3rd down and 2 from the 33. You were excited with that uh-oh, Coach. I thought something happened.
I mean, my thought was putting some of the JV kids in. Mason might get a couple chances to kick a couple field goals.
Keegan Crow in the game, split left. Brett Unger in the game, left. Ray Copeland to the right. Foose to the left of Pickrell. Snap handed to Foose, and he powers his way for a first down all the way to the 29-yard line. First down, Milton.
Well, so much for that. Run that clock.
Clock keeper's a little inexperienced tonight.
Good to see some of these guys getting some good minutes.
Yeah, JV line's in. Walters is in. Jesse Kurtz is in. Who's snapping? 67. Oh, that's still Trevor. Pickrell takes a snap. He's going to run, and he is leveled. And that's number 2, Will Reidinger with the hit.
Nice call, Coach.
Loss of 2.
So I think we got most of the varsity line still in.
Yeah, you're right.
They got the varsity line in.
I saw Carter in for a play. He's
I
still in.
think
Left guard,
Dawson's in.
not
Dawson's
Carter.
in for Jake because of his foot.
Right.
But the rest of those guys are the regular starters.
Pickrell snap. It's a pass, and it's incomplete. It went through the hands of Copeland and fell to the turf. Good pass by Matt, though.
Yep.
3rd and 12 from the 30. Now we got that clock moving. It's under 6.
Hopefully Mason's stretching that leg out.
From there, it's a 47-yarder, it looks like.
Yep. The record's 48. That'd be nice. Kick 1 yard shy.
Unger in motion. Unger gets it on the jet sweep, and he's going to be taken out of field goal range.
Well,
I was going to say.
I don't know.
He may have a shot at that
4.
record there.
Send him out, Coach. Give him a shot at it.
35-yard line. It would be a 52-yard field goal.
Yeah, let him do it.
And here they come. Is that the punt team? It's the punt team.
Coach. You're not going to give him a shot at
52.
He could hit it.
All right. First team punt teams out there. Remember what happened last week? First team punt team came up.
Yeah.
96 yards later.
Yeah. Coach Pierce told me the play when Blake was running, he was yelling at him to punt it. He was yelling, kick it, kick it, kick it. And he took it 96 yards.
96 later. Snap is good. Broomball hits the football. Looks like it's going to be into the end zone, and is for a touchback. 4:37. Change of possession. Bees football, 1st and 10 at the 20.
You know, we call Foose's number quite often as like the third back in that stable of runners that we have. He's got 176 rushing yards on the season. He's a really hard runner. He averages over 7 yards every time he carries the ball, and it's a fun kid to watch run.
And only a sophomore, so 2 more years of him.
I was going to say plug and play, right? The next one up.
That's right.
Trips left for the Bees. Reidinger, he's got it. Throws it out, and it is caught and immediately hit after a gain of 2 by catch by number 12, Golden. And tackled by number 3 for the Bulldogs.
Lovin.
That's Unger.
Unger, I'm
Brett
sorry.
Unger. Yeah. Good tackle by Brett. Second down, 9 from the 21.
Looks like we're going to get this quarter in, at least.
Looks good. I haven't really seen lightning recently.
No, I haven't either.
Again, trips left. Reitinger's got it. He hands it off. Oh, what a hit by Lane.
Hello, Mr. Lane.
-1. Brandon, the ball carrier. And the train got him right away. Third down.
Looks like Tinnerman in for Yates.
Tinnerman's got that mullet flow, doesn't he?
That's right. His Alan Jackson mullet.
I tell you, Dwight Yoakam last night was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. For 63 years old.
Yeah. Had his dance move down.
He had that one move off the guitar.
The one move down pat.
I can show it to you if you want, because I got that one too. Well, third down, Reitinger. Got the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. Oh, it's Jake Brown. My goodness, it's a -12 all the way down to the 12-yard line.
I saw Jake walking out of the building today, and I said, Jake, how many sacks tonight? And he said, 3. And I said, 3 tonight, or is that always a goal? And he said, that's always the goal, 3. So.
Well, that was a good one.
There's one.
And again, the Bees will have to punt from their end zone.
All right, Gibson. Get another chance to run one back.
Remy Brandon. I don't know how many punts. 8, 9. Oh, low snap. He's got it. And he hits it. It's short and goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for MU at the 30 in plus territory.
Looks like we got most of the JV kids that, well, Walters and Brazina are still in there. It looks like we have a couple JV linemen in there. Is that Fuller?
Kyler Fuller.
Yep.
I
think Tinnerman's in there.
Still in.
Yep.
Holtgren's in on the left tackle. Fake. Pickrell keeps the football, and he is going to be tackled immediately for a loss of 3. Second down, 13.
So as you mentioned, Coach, it's kind of nice to see some of the starters stay in and play with some of the backup players. It gives them a chance to be there with the first team and learn from those guys in game conditions. You never know when you're going to need them down the stretch.
Absolutely. Anything can happen.
You need to see Ben Schomer in the game here, senior. Shotgun. Pickrell's got it. Hands it to Foose. Foose is hit after a gain of 2. Third down and 12. Tackled by 77, Seth Bailey. 6'2" senior. Third down, 12. Clock running, 45 seconds and counting, third quarter. Scoreless quarter, 42-0. Milton-Union. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Pickrell, shotgun. Takes the snap, drops. Blitz is on. It's out to Foose. He runs over a man, and he gets all the way down to the 21-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 1. They ran a little swing pass out to Jordan, wide open.
Good to see Foose get those pads low, and
here comes the field goal unit. But the quarter's going to end, so we're going to change ends here, and we're going to kick a field goal to start the fourth quarter. 40-yarder, Coach. That's what I'm going to guess. Something like that.
Okay, here we go. Last trivia question, since we're between quarters. The Bulldog defense has allowed just 66 points in 7 games. What is the record for the fewest points allowed by a Dog defense in a single season? We've given up 66.
I would guess the 78 team.
How many points, though?
I don't know. They pitched some shutouts, though. That was a really strong, undefeated team.
And, Coach, you'd be correct. Number 3 is 1966, 76 points. Number 2 is 1981, 71 points. And number 1, ding, 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 1978. They gave up 21 points.
All year long.
All year.
So my senior year was the 77 year. We had 8 seniors, 6 that started. That team was made up of juniors. And that's the juniors that the next year were that 78 season team. They were tremendous.
So Mason's here to try a 37-yard field goal. He's on the left hash. Snap is high, but it's down. The kick is up. I think he's made it, and it is good.
Nice.
He didn't hit it good either.
From 37 yards, Mason adds 3 points to make it 45-0. Timing was a little off, and he still got it through.
Yep. That was a lot of leg and not a lot of momentum on that kick.
Why is everybody behind us not yelling super toe like they usually do? Oh, right, we're on the road.
That's right. Good for Mason.
Yeah,
good
things
kick.
are falling into place for Coach too. I mean, these are the kind of things you want to get a practice in game conditions.
For sure.
And that is nothing to snooze at. 37-yard field goal.
Yep.
Getting some hugs and love.
So, Coach, you nailed it. 19. That's impressive. 21 points in a season.
Yeah, I bet you they probably hold the record for most shutouts in a season too.
Right.
They'd have to.
It has to. Because that's all. That's 3 touchdowns.
Well, I doubt if it was 3 different games. I mean, it could have been one game somebody got 14. They could have shut out somebody 8 times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
21 points. And that, you know what? And those 3 touchdowns are probably the fourth quarter against the JV team.
You know who else had records like that? The 74 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You may have heard of them.
I think I have. Chuck something or other was their coach.
Those are the good old days.
So if you want to have some fun, go back and look at the Steelers' offensive line in the 70s and their average weight.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 210.
I know. Kickoff by Mason was all the way to the 5-yard line. And I just forgot that we were on radio, so I apologize. But Golden carried it to the 15.
Nice tackle by Foose. Another tackle by Foose. He's had a couple tackles on kickoff. So good night for Jordan.
Coach mentioned last week when he was talking about his team success, and he said, we have great team speed. We have great players at the skill position. We block well, but we also have depth. And he had talked about his team tonight and the fact that his lineup starters haven't changed in a few weeks, but he's also had ample time to play everyone in these last 3 games. And I'm sure the starting defense is on that other sideline right now cheering on these reserve players, hoping they pitch another shutout.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be the 3rd straight, I believe.
Reitinger to Simon for a 3-yard gain on a short pass. 2nd down 7 from the 19. Oh, they don't want him to score.
Absolutely not.
No.
But I will say quite a few JV kids in here right now. And some guys that get snaps every game.
Unger, Lovin, Carter Burner. Reitinger gets it, throws it, and it is caught. 1st down for the Bees. That's Brandon with the catch. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So good.
Cabot Fetters is in as well.
And we get 10 minutes on the clock, on the running clock.
Casey Wrench in the football game.
See on the far side there, looks like the coaches have left the press box. I don't know if they've seen the radar. They might want to stay in the box.
You get this done, I'll get my car. 9:40 and counting. Reininger gets the snap. It's a full-out blitz. It's thrown over the middle and incomplete. And they beat the blitz that time, but it was dropped by Brannon. Good read by Reininger.
He might have had a little room to run, too, if he caught it.
The Bulldogs brought 6 or 7 guys that time. Second down and 10.
When you look at the record of a lot of the teams in the new league, they didn't fare well in their non-league contests. I think we've caught some of these schools down this year. Really, their program's just not what they have been historically.
Trips right and a swing pass.
It happens to everybody.
And immediately tackled. Great play there.
You know,
Can't
we
quite
thought
see the number.
we thought Troy Christian was going to be a lot stronger. They gave us all we wanted, and it just seems like they left it all on the field that game and never really recovered.
Yep.
3rd and 14.
I think that was Carter Burner.
No, it was Tinnerman.
Dawson,
excuse
me. Tinnerman.
Yep.
It's played by Dawson. Third down.
8-12.
See if the JV defense can get a stop here.
There's no safety. Back to pass, and it's one-on-one, and it is incomplete. Deep out, thrown incomplete. Coverage by number 7.
Nice
Andrew
play by
Collins.
Nice play by Collins there. Guy got his hands on it, and Collins hit him.
Good throw by Reininger. That ball,
Yeah,
you know,
it was.
Honestly, the last 2 throws that have been been touched by the receiver's hands and just not held on.
And that was a tough throw too. That was an out.
Good throw.
Impressed with Reininger tonight.
I am too. Nice. He's had a nice game.
Yep, tough kid.
We've seen some talented players, not teams, but players on our opponents the last few weeks. Remember the bus driver from Covington?
Yep.
That was one all-purpose quarterback that played for those folks and just walked off the field how many times with injuries only to come back and play hard again.
Because he had a serious. I mean, I thought he had a serious ankle injury early in the game, and he came back and played great. So credit to him.
Well, a good punt there, and the ball rolled out of bounds at the 39-yard line on the Milton side of the field. So the Dogs will take over. Wyatt Kimmel in at quarterback here. Freshman. Full JV squad looks like to be in at this time. Kimmel hands it to number 15, who turns it up and gains, let's say, 3 yards. So a pretty good run. That was Gavin Guess with the football. Second down and 7 from the 42.
Ooh, a little lightning there.
Now, the way we're pacing along here,
we should be
9
okay.
times out of 10, the people that are going to get wet will be us as we head to the car.
Correct.
Kimmel under center. Counter play. Number 25, he's broken free. He's at the 35-30, and he's caught. And the counter work, that's Trey Kaiser with the football. And a huge run for Trey all the way down to the 30-yard line of Bethel. 6:10 and counting, first down Milton.
Nice run by Trey. Puts us in field goal range.
That counter's been devastating.
Good blocking up front, too, by the Bulldogs.
Really good. Kimmel under center. He takes the snap. He hands it to Kaiser again, and this time the Bees are waiting, -2. A number of Bethel players there to make the hit. 2nd and 12.
Well, Coach Pierce talked about the blitzing that Bethel would do on every play, and it requires discipline of the offensive line to hold their gaps, be aware of who's coming and who's going to pick up the blitzer, and then the misdirection plays, as you guys said, that have worked so well tonight are execution by the Bulldogs and that offensive line picking up those blitzing linebackers. It lets the play develop because it takes time to run a counter, and we've run them to perfection tonight.
Kimmel under center, and he hands to number 23, gain of 4.
Coffee.
That is Ian Coffey with the football. Good run from Ian, though. Power run.
Yep.
Gain of 3. 3rd down and 9.
So we have the freshman quarterback in now, correct?
Yeah, it's Wyatt Kimmel, freshman 14.
It's 3rd and 9, so obvious passing down. It'd be nice to see what kind of arm he's got here. If he can hit one of these quick slants. Let's see what kind of room Bethel gives us to throw.
You should see him play dodgeball. It's scary.
Letting the clock run
Yep,
down.
he's waiting for that back judge to put his 5 up.
Yep.
There it is, 5, 4. Kimmel's got the snap, and they're going to run that counter again. And again, that's Kaiser. And this time he gains 0.
No, gonna let Mason kick another one.
Now this one's going to have some distance.
Yeah, Mason's in.
It's about a 45-yard.
45-yarder.
Yeah, they're gonna put the ball down on the 35. This be a 45-yard kick. He's straight into it.
No wind to speak of. Flag limp. 3:33 and counting. Right center of the field. Snap's good. It's down. Kick is up. It's
Get
got
up
the
there.
distance, and it is no good.
Oh, I pulled it. Shoot. I thought it was good too.
Oh, I got a bad angle here. I thought it was through.
Had the distance, he just hooked it.
Well, there goes his supper.
Yeah, he's gonna have to walk home. I'm gonna take his keys.
Yeah, he had plenty of leg there.
Oh yeah. That's one thing. A soccer kicker is gonna always pull it a little bit to the left.
Now, can they adjust for that? Can a soccer kicker adjust for that natural, like?
He just needs to aim a little more to the right and just like when you're shooting pool or anything else.
Well, it's good practice either way.
Instead of aiming right down the middle, aim a little more to the right, knowing you're going to get that little bit of hook.
3:03 counting. Reitinger, he rolls left, and he keeps the football and gains 6. 2nd down and 4 from the 31. 2:50 and counting here in the 4th quarter. All Bulldogs tonight, 45-0.
And as you said, Scott, good practice, good experience. Hopefully he'll learn something from that.
I had some pressure kicks in the Troy Christian game, a much closer, tighter game.
Yep.
But it's good to have that, have the butterflies a little bit when you got to kick those have-to field goals.
Yep.
Well, I'm so excited for the next 2 weeks. I cannot wait. I hope the weather continues to hold like it has this whole season. We have
Next
called
Friday's going
these
to be
games
insanely good.
Yeah,
75 and sunny, it
That's
said.
awesome.
Dallas Simon carried that ball for a gain of 2. So it's 3rd and 4. Sorry.
28-9. Pick will over tip.
Some of our adoring fans says we need to start a radio show on NPR.
I agree.
Scott doing the weather. Wondering if the stock market report was up next. Reitinger to pass, and the throw is short and incomplete. Intended for number 18, Zach Goodman.
Coach, got any folks in Maine listening to us tonight?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And it's just without video, that's a tough ask sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know what their numbers look like tonight.
Another loyal fan says no more Steelers references, please. They are not relevant.
Well, Big Ben is struggling a little bit.
Wait, let me see how many rings I can put on one hand. Oh, wait, I need another hand. Sorry. My bad. 103 and counting. And the Bees are going to punt. What, 12 punts?
I've lost count.
I think it's 10, 12 punts. And they're going to call timeout.
Timeout.
48-7 to go.
Looks like they were trying to get somebody into the game. And
Now, honestly, when you look at our second team against a team like a Lehman, a Bethel, a Covington, I think our second team is probably more evenly matched. And you'd probably see a closer contest, although I believe our second team, from what I've seen on the field in the last 3 weeks, is better than any of our last three opponents, starters. So that's great because it looks like we're going to have a lot of depth rolling into next season as well in this league and continue to dominate.
And like you guys said, I'm excited for next Friday.
Man, I can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
Let's get this school week over with.
It's going to be fun next week.
Now, I think we'll see the town of Milton show up next Friday night, fill that stands.
Yeah.
Senior night.
Yeah, that's right.
And a really good punt there rolls out all the way at the 31-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to take a knee with 36 seconds left.
Let all the varsity guys come back in for the victory formation.
Don't pull a Bellbrook and run a halfback option pass. I'll have to tell you that story sometime.
Coach Pierce is not that type of coach.
No, I know. So the Dogs are in victory formation at the 30. And the clock runs. Mortar under center. Snap. And down to a knee. That's going to be the ball game. 45-0. MU. Anything else to add, man?
Everybody's healthy. We're going to come into next week with pitching 3 straight shutouts. We couldn't be in a better place.
And as you said, healthy. And we did what we came here to do. And this is what good teams do. And they were efficient. And they took care of the ball. They did a lot of good things tonight. They looked sharp. And that's how you want to look going into a big game like Northridge.
All right, so for Tom Beck and the WMPA crew, the coach Andy Grudich and Scott Seaman, this is Brett Barnes. We will see you next Friday.